Alright, let's see. We have the shrine. Well, I am rich. I really ramped up my allowance last time. So I'm going to donate it to the shrine and see what I get. Whenever I draft a mechanical room, trigger my current experiment. Well, that means I have to have an experiment. I suppose I ought to draft the laboratory when I can. Alright, what'd I get? The workshop. Might as well put it in here and come back to it. The conservatory. Let me see if I can fiddle around with the rarity of certain things. Okay. So, let's see, the maid's chamber. I want it to be rare instead of unusual because there is like nothing good that can come off the maid's chamber, with the possible exception that, okay, and this is commonplace, that's good. The mailroom, I might want that to be standard, maybe not commonplace, but because it's a dead-end room, but still. Oh, and the magnifying glass. I could have used this last time. I saw, like all this teeny little text in that copy of The Red Prince. I couldn't read it. Think of it, I didn't even realize it was there at the time I saw it. Okay, what's over here? Scratch out the spare room, might as well. I'll put some distance, no window this time. I'll put some distance between it and the reading nook. Well, sorry, between these rooms on the second level. Naturally, I put the library here right afterwards. Okay, so, page B. X, Y, Z, A, B. Except there's no words there. So maybe it is number of... Unless you just start counting on the title page and then go, X is here, Y, Z, A, B, then word Y, 1, X, Y, Z, A, B. Yeah, because otherwise this doesn't really work if I count this as page X. Y, Z, A. You see, B is an illustration, unless it's the pages with words on them. So this would be X, Y, Z, A, B, and word Y is looked. In which case, the only thing that would be affected by it would be the swim bird, because it's got words on. Well, I don't think there are any pages in it that are just illustrations. There's words on them too. I can't afford the vestibule. And I don't want the freezer. So it's gonna have to be the secret passage. Any items around here? No. Okay. What do I want? I'd like a room with lots of doors. I bypassed the special cost of the aquarium? Is that because I drafted it from the secret passage and can't afford... I mean, if I draft a room from the secret passage, yeah, these are still the same. If I draft a room from the secret passage, well, if I draw 3 rooms from the secret passage, and they all have gem costs associated with them, and I don't have any gems, then I can't afford to draw anything from the secret, draft anything from the secret passage. And that would kind of mess with, that would kind of mess with the rules a little, because you have to have something, but if you can't afford to draft anything, how can you draft something if you can't afford to draft anything? So something has to be affordable, and that's probably how I bypassed the cost for the cloisters too. That was sheer luck. I either can't afford them or... Alright, I need... items. Yeah, here we go. Thank goodness I got this ivory dye. If I didn't have that, then I won't be able to re-roll if, say, all 3 of the rooms that I have to draft from... Well, actually, I can draft from the aquarium as well, so... This isn't quite as doomy as it sounds. So hoping I'll be able to draft from... Alright. So, the den. I need a gem in it. And the branches from it. I mean, I could draft the parlor if I really needed gems, but... And... the pool. I found out all about the locker room and what it really is, and sure, there's a lot. You need a lot of keys, but all the same. Okay, this is a good place for a dead-end room. So I'm going to put the storeroom here because it's got gems in it and keys and cash. Never underestimate the cash. I don't think I can afford to backtrack all that much, so... the corridor. But I'm not going in there just yet. I just finished adjusting the rarity of this place so that it wouldn't come up so much. But fine. I'll draft the pantry instead. Maid's chamber. It is like one of my least favorite rooms here. If not my actual least favorite room, because it covers up items. Like, you're less likely to find them. And if there's one thing you really need, it's items. Now about the foundation. This elevator, the controls for it are in the room behind it. I have drafted rooms behind, I'll put this here, I have drafted rooms behind the foundation a bunch, and I never really had anything happen. But I guess now that I know that the controls are there, I guess I can draft them into the room? Items for sale. Well, I need a sledgehammer. Can't buy it, but get my gems and a shovel. And keys. Those keys are expensive. I can't afford the kitchen. I need steps, so I'm going to recover some in here. Oh, and my faith wasn't all that had misplaced. I have a gem now. You know, it's ironic that I put the commissary right off the chapel. I mean, you need money for the commissary, but you lose money in the chapel. Alright, I'll take the bedroom. Ooh, an apple. Okay, well that went well. Wait a minute. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, now I can actually go somewhere after drafting this room. So let's see, are the stars out tonight? Oh look, if it isn't the dead room again. Alright. More dead ends. Okay. Speaking of dead ends. Wait a minute. Okay, this is gonna have to be the last room. Let's see, I could have gotten further, but I'm just taking these gems out of force of habit, honestly. We saw that crest on the master bedroom. I wonder, does that mean anything? I don't know. No chess pieces down here. Fine, fine. I'll call it a day. Again. Schoolhouse. Maybe it's my desire to learn, maybe it's my desire to graduate the 8th grade. Furthest I ever got was 6th. Yeah, that sounds positively moronic. Especially now. Okay, I'll start drafting here. I'll put the workshop in, just in case I want some items. And instead of the 1st grade classroom, I'm going to put the parlor in because I need gems for classrooms. There's already 8 of them. in the pool. That kind of slants things a bit. The gems are in the black box. The gems are not in this box. The statements on the other two boxes are true. If the statements on the other two boxes are true, and then that's three true statements, we can't have that. Although if those other two statements are true, they can both be true. The gems can be in the black box, but this would have to be false. So one of those statements. So for this to be true, these two would also be true, and that's three true statements. So this is obviously false. Statements on the other two boxes are not true. One or more of them is a lie. The gems are in the black box. That could be true, but then the gems would have to be in this box too. So, because again, we need one false statement. So if this statement is true, the gems are in this box, then this statement would of course be false because the gems would be in the white box rather than the black box. So, I mean, is it possible for both of these statements to be false? Well, no, but this statement, if this statement's false, the gems are in here. If the gems are in here, then this statement is false too, and wait, that's three falses. If the gems are not in this box, where are they? If that's false, and that's true, then this is false too. That's two false statements and one true one. If this is false and the gems are in here, then this is false, and this is false, and that's three false statements, and that's against the rules as well. So logically the gems are in the black box, I think. Were they in the white box after all? I don't know, okay, I'm gonna pick the storeroom. Like I said, I need gems. And every time I fail to get them, it doesn't help. Maybe I shouldn't start drafting classrooms until I have enough gems for them. Here's the reading nooks. There's some keys. If I put classrooms in higher ranks, are they going to be locked or key carded? As much as I'd like the library, I need the gems from the den, so I'll take that. I don't think this has any hidden information in it, does it? Alright. You know what, I might as well get one of these classrooms out of the way. Yeah, first grade. And then I can start drafting here. Except they're all more or less dead ends, so I've got... The only option I have is the den now. But I picked up a shovel. Are there any dig spots around here? There wouldn't be any in the workshop, would there be? Well, I'm glad I got the shovel just in case. So, here. Alright, I'll put the second grade classroom in. got enough gems to get up to 5th right now. Funny how that works. Education is a cost. Doesn't it always? Let me see. Do I have a... The chapel. I'll put there. Put it there because it's got more options, even though it does cost every time I go through it. Don't think I'll be buying that many items today. Observatory's a dead end. If I draft it here, but yeah, the spare room pushes things forward. So the boiler room has a gem requirement, and drafting it kind of blocks that one. What do you call it? Cell, maybe? Area? Whatever. But I can. It does have 3 ways, so it's just not like I. Oh, wait a minute. Let me. Oh, the door already is open. I guess I was a little impatient, so I missed the animation for it. Okay, East Wing Hall here. Wine cellar. Definitely wine cellar. It's a dead end, but it's a dead end with 3 gems in it. Now I can afford 7th grade. What is everybody going to make of that statement? Never the weight room. Well, maybe that's a little much. Okay, I gotta look up this. Where is Swinburne? I gotta look up Swinburne again, just in case my my theory about the page numbers is and what actually counts as one is correct. Okay, the Great Hall has more locked doors than a jailhouse, but I'm putting it in because everything else costs gems. That's one reason. Okay, and this classroom goes to the foundation. And there's a rabbit's foot. I guess kids leave stuff like this behind. If that's the case, though, I mean, what kind of stuff do you think kids will leave behind? Would it be, I mean, what if they leave, like, the key card behind, or spare set of car keys behind? Yeah, there's a spare set of car keys on some kid's desk. Why would a kid have a spare set of car keys? Tell you what, I'll put the pantry in. Doesn't cost anything gem-wise, and it opens it. Really? It's locked too. Okay, another classroom. Here we are at last. Geography. Any items on the desks? A hall pass. First time I've ever seen that. You will not lose. Steps traveling between hallways, and hallways drafted from other hallways don't cost gems. Which means the passageway won't cost gems if I draft it from the Great Hall, but honestly, the Great Hall is a pain. All those locked doors. I would rather access the same area from the foundation. The dovecote's here. The darkroom's a little too much of a blind shot, so yeah. I'll draw this dovecote here. Especially since my rabbit foot seems to work on these dig spots. I am flush with cash right now. As much as I'd like the class, there's a larger area that the bedroom lets me access. Plus, I've got the rabbit's foot. Arguably, the more rooms I draw, the more, another locked door. Okay, the boudoir, then. You know, it would not surprise me if this door was also locked. So this time it was the locked doors that were the problem here. I mean, I don't have anything to pick them with. So once again, I don't have a choice but to call it a day.